Well, business is booming in Palm Beach County. Just about every day we're reporting on a new company relocated or growing in the county. And there's no better person to talk about where we are in 2026 and where the county is going than the president and CEO of the Business Development Board, Kelly Smallridge. Kelly, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, so 2026, 2025 rather, felt like a banner year when it comes to business growth in Palm Beach County. I don't think a lot of our viewers really understand how the BDB plays a part in that growth. So can you give us a little bit of a rundown of your role in the process?
Absolutely. So 46 years ago, the private business community got together and said, when a company is looking at moving into one of our 39 cities, we would like one organization that operates privately out of Sunshine to court companies and sell them on the assets of moving here. And we want them to do it in a concierge manner, show them real estate, introduce them to vendors and suppliers, help them understand the workforce, where will they find an educated, skilled, talent group of people to work there, show them housing options, and really lay out the full gamut of what's available here in Palm Beach County. Access to the port, access to the airport, and don't have any preference on what city. The company's going to drive that location. But we want you to win it for Palm Beach County because we want a sustainable Palm Beach County, one that's more stable and less cyclical. So away the private business community went into creating the Business Development Board of Palm Beach County as a not-for-profit.
And of course, there's so many businesses and companies that want to come specifically to Florida, and you've got to sort of elbow the rest of the cities and municipalities in the state out of the way to make sure that they come here.
That's correct. Never when we court a deal is it only about Palm Beach County. When these executives come in, most likely they are looking at North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee. That's our external competition. And here in the state of Florida, it's typically Tampa and Miami. So we have to fight to win it for Palm Beach County and bring those jobs, those salaries, and capital investment here.
And I got to imagine you're at the point now where you got to be specific in what you want to bring here because so many people, so many companies and businesses want to come here. How do you choose what you want to target to come to this area?
So we are very focused on targeted industries, and you're right, we don't go after any type of company and we don't go to all of the states. We are specifically after those who are paying high quality jobs, bringing innovation and technology to this area. So aviation, aerospace, business and financial services, communications technology, life science, logistics, distribution, manufacturing, as well as corporate headquarters and healthcare. So they're about 6 to 8. And that is to complement 3 industries that really this economy was built on, which is tourism, agriculture, and construction. It's not to take away from those, but it's to complement. And if you notice over the last 20 to 30 years, the economy of Palm Beach County is less cyclical, more stable, and has now emerged as the epicenter of economic activity in the state of Florida. We went from being one of the lowest average salaries out of all 67 counties to now one of the highest average salaries, which is a sign of economic success.
And certainly when we talk about the way the county is growing, there's a lot of eyes on what's going on in West Palm Beach. It's certainly the city itself looks entirely different than it did 5, 6, 7 years ago. But it's much more than just what's going on in West Palm Beach.
We are very fortunate that there are several areas of our county that are super ripe for good economic development. And while West Palm Beach is an epicenter and is the densest city and has a lot of corporate activity, there's economic development that goes all the way to Delray, Boca Raton, and including Boynton Beach and Lake Worth. And then it goes to Palm Beach Gardens and parts of Jupiter and out west to Wellington, where we're the equestrian capital of the world. So how neat is it that we have 2,000 square miles and it's not all in one city? We actually have north, central, south, and Wellington, and then even out to the Glades, Belglade, South Bay, and Pahokee, where you have a very large concrete manufacturer out there.
I know you're working a lot of the phones, doing a lot of traveling. What's big here for 2026 here as we look for the rest of the year?
So already we've kicked off 2026, pivoting in an additional direction to complement Wall Street South. So now we have 250 private equity, wealth managers, asset managers that have set up shop here in Palm Beach County. We now are pivoting to technology and innovation. So we've landed companies like Ampera, D-Wave, blue ops in the first 2 months of 2026, showing this push for technology and innovation, and also heavily focused on quantum technology. And we recently received a grant to build a quantum ecosystem here, and working alongside Palm Beach State College and Florida Atlantic University to prepare the workforce and to train the students so that we can attract more quantum and tech companies to this area. So really big shift and win already for this area. But if we don't put a stake in the ground to go towards quantum innovation and technology, we'll miss an entire industry. So we've sort of claimed that for the state of Florida.
Yeah. It's the business of the future, but it's also the business of right now. And we're seeing it here
Exactly.
in Palm Beach County. Kelly Smallridge, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.